Hello, my name is Chris Butterworth. This is going to be my channel to talk about health, fitness, nutrition. First video, so this is going to be a little rocky. Let's see how it goes. Let's talk first of all about what I am not. I am not a fitness guru, fitness expert. I'm not jacked. There are plenty of guys out there that do that. This is going to be something a little different. I have gone through a big change, lifestyle change, body change, internal change in the last few years, to the point that as I crossed 50 years old, I felt like I was 60 minimum. I was creaky. I had chronic back. I had shoulder. I had all sorts of things wrong. I ended up having a heart problem. Had some arterial blockage, had a host of things. I've always been active. I still went hiking. I still, rode bikes with my family. I still played tennis, but I didn't do it very well, and it was really painful. So I'll talk more about that in future videos and kind of some of the things that work and don't work. But a couple years later, after really delving into this, I am now 54 and feel more like I'm 40. I have a spring in my step. I bounce out of bed. I twist and turn, move, stretch, flexible, stronger. I'm just a better version of myself than I was a couple years ago. The way that I got there is almost challenging with how much information is available, right? There are some great coaches online, and I'm going to refer to them from time to time. There are people that I owe a great deal to because of how they've been able to impact me. But those great people have so much information available that it's hard to digest. And if you really like what one person is saying and you get deep into that person, and then there's another person that says it a little differently or recommends something different, then you start chasing down this, how can I do everything? There's just not enough time, right? So I am a regular guy. I am 50 something years old. I have a job that takes a lot of time. I have a family that I spend time with. I take care of my health and fitness. I have hobbies. I don't have time for hours and hours of working out. So what I did is I probably have more than 1,000, probably several thousand hours into watching videos, into reading articles, into actually reading studies. When I'm not sure about how something works, I'll actually go read a study and figure out who performed the study and who did what. And then my own practice of how I put this together, program development, what works and what doesn't work, taking notes. I didn't have anybody to share this with or to walk through it with, and I would have appreciated having that. So I want to be that person for you. The average American is a little overweight, a little stuck in their chair, sitting over a keyboard, bad posture, not very flexible, doesn't move very well, is probably on some high blood pressure medication or some cholesterol medication as they get into their 50s. The average American is not in great shape, right? But if you do, so you don't want to do what the average American does because you're going to end up being in that spot, right? But to do things different is challenging. You don't know exactly where to look. There's a lot of people that'll scream, all caps on their YouTube about how this is the best thing to do, but do you really know if it's right? And so going off the beaten path, going off of average is challenging. There's not as many resources. You don't know if you're doing it right. Sometimes somebody will look at you weird. It's hard to explain. So you need help, right? Having a community, having somebody to bounce off of. So I hope that we have a community here. I hope there's people that I can meet and share with and learn from, and we can kind of get better at this together. Even at the stuff when when somebody asks you what you're doing, and I say, one of the things I do is I do kettlebell. And somebody says, oh, right, but that didn't share any information at all. There's 1,000 ways to do kettlebell, right? There's just so much information. And how do you fit into a program that works? How do you get better at what you do? All of that kind of stuff. The other thing that I want to do, I am really, really bad at being on camera. I'm uncomfortable. I am stiff. This is not what I'm good at. I'm 54 years old, and my whole life I am not the center of attention guy. I am not the on-camera guy. I'm hoping to get better, right? I'm 2.5 years into this particular direction of fitness and nutrition, and I am so much better than I was from a health standpoint, from a practice, from kettlebells, clubs, maces, rucking, tennis, like everything I do, I am better than I was before, but I also have a lot of room to improvement. I hope that translates, and I hope that it's the same with this. I hope that 2 years from now I look back at this and I'm much more comfortable on camera, and I look back at this and say, wow, that was terrible. The last thing I'm going to call out here on this introduction video is that this is a one-take video. I'm recording it, I'm talking, I do have an outline off to the side that I'm looking at, but I'm recording it and I'm posting it. Like I said, super busy, more stuff to do in my life than I have time to do, which I enjoy. I would rather be busy than bored, but I do not have hours to spend editing video. So this video is probably not the greatest quality. There are others out there that are far more professionally done. That is not my goal. I don't apologize for it. I hope that you find this useful. I hope that the video is okay. I hope that you can hear the audio. Over time, if we develop a community and this becomes something that I want to put more energy to as a social hobby, as an informational hobby, I will look to improve on quality equipment, that kind of stuff. But for the time being, it is what it is. One take, hit record, hit stop, post it up to YouTube. Let's see what this looks like. And that's it. Again, my name is Chris Butterworth. I hope you have a great day. Go get better.